All right, a little help on your homework tonight. If you are doing your problems area model, I rewrote my problems as on notebook paper. Felt like the space on the worksheet was a little crowded, so that's why it's on notebook paper. So I'm going to run you through here really quick with these. So my first problem, I had 7,230 divided by 30. 30 goes into 72 two times. So 30 times 2 is 60. I'm going to put my 60 underneath, and now I have to count up how many spaces I have open. So I have 1, 2. I put 2 zeros below. I have to put 2 zeros up top, and now I subtract. And I end up getting 1,230. I'm going to take this number. I'm going to put it in the top of the next box. And this time I'm thinking, how many 30s are in 123? So I'm just going to check that in my margin here, but I'm pretty sure that it is 4, which is 120. So I'm going to write in my 120, and again, I need to pick out how many place value spots I have open. So in this case, it's 1. So when I put in my 4, I'm going to put 1 0 behind it. I'm going to go ahead, subtract, and I get 30. In my last box then, I put the 30 in. 30 goes into 30 one time. I subtract it. I get 0. And then I have to take my numbers that are at the top of my area box and add them together. So 200 plus 40 is 240, plus 1 is 241. In my next box, I have, this is problem 2, 4,932 divided by 16. So I'm looking at how many 16s are in 49. I'm guessing 3, and I'm going to work it out just to make sure. Oop, that's a 1. 3 times 3, or 3 times 1 is 3. That's a 4. So that's 48. So I'm going to put my 48 in. I'm going to put my 3 in, and now I'm going to count my placeholders. So I have 1, 2 spots open. So up top, I put in the 2 zeros, and now I'm going to go ahead and subtract, and I get 132, which I'm going to put at the top of the next row. And now I'm thinking, how many 16s are in 132? So I know that's almost 10, because times 10 is 160. So I'll go 8, and I'll work it out just to be sure. So that's 8, and 12 is 128. I'll put my 8 up top. I'll subtract, and I have 4. So 4 is going to be my remainder because it's smaller than 16. I'm going to add up 300 plus 8. So my final answer, I end up getting 300, remainder 8. All right, third one, I have 28 and 65. So I'm thinking, how many 28s are in 65? I have 2. 2 times 28 is 56. So I'm thinking about place value holders. I have 2. So I put 2 zeros up top. So I have 200. I'm going to go ahead, subtract. So I have 1, 1. That's 15 and 9. So I have 911. Put that in my next box. So I'm thinking, how many 28s are in 91? I'm going to guess 3 here and work it out. So that's 6. That's 84. So I'll put my 3 there. I put my 84 in, and then again I have to count place value spots. So I have 1 open. So I'm going to put a 30, and then I'm going to go ahead and subtract again. So I end up with 71. So I'll put my 71 over on the side. And now I'm thinking, how many 28s go into 71? So I am going to guess that it is likely 2, because I've already worked out the 3, and that's 84. When I did 2, it's 56. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a larger remainder on this one. So I'll go ahead and subtract, and I end up with a remainder of 15. And then I add my numbers going across the top of my area box. So I have 200 plus 30 plus 2 is 232, with a remainder of 15. So that's my third one. Okay, last two, 39 and 5,214. There is 139